is Brittany with Agent Mobility. I'm here today with the owners of Campo, Molly and Willie. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me today.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So I always like to start off. Can you describe Campo and like what made you decide to open this business?
Yes. You want me to go?
You go, baby.
So Campo is a wine bar and bottle shop, and we opened about a year ago. It'll be a year, October 15th.
So exciting.
We wanted to carry wines that you don't typically see quite as often in Bakersfield. Have a more smaller selection of smaller producers that we get to feature, and make it a bit more of an educational experience, if you will, where we switch up the wines by the glass weekly.
Okay.
So that changes weekly so that you get a chance to taste a lot of different wines. We're always welcome to give you a taste of anything we have open as well, so that way people can try something new, whether it's a new varietal that they've never heard of or a different style. You know, the more you taste, the more you learn. And then we also carry beer and small plates.
Okay. Awesome. Well, I know I love it because I've come from big cities and stuff like that, and so I haven't found a place that like is this unique in town, and I find that your company is, and every time I come in, I like every wine. And I'm so picky about certain stuff, and I found everything is good, and it's such like a unique experience.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good. We hope so. We wanted it to feel intimate. You know, it's been great so far. I think people like more intimate sitting and
I
spending.
think one of the best compliments we get is when someone walks in the door and they say, "I feel like I just walked into a place not in Bakersfield."
Oh my
That's
gosh.
amazing to hear. I mean, that was our goal. Or they say they walked into our living room,
Yes.
very intimate, which I
Or
also really
kitchen.
love, or our kitchen.
Yeah.
I mean, that was
that's
the idea.
best. Yeah.
Wine should be approachable. I think what we're trying to do is approachable. So we wanted a comfortable place for people to be able to enjoy it the right way.
Yeah.
I think it works well here.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it does kind of feel like that like warm, homey feeling of like Spain as well.
Yeah.
Like I walked into like a bar in Barcelona a little bit because you know how they have their I don't know if you know or not, but the little alcoves and stuff like that just feel so warm.
Right. Right. Yeah, we did actually go to Spain recently.
We just went to Barcelona.
We didn't get to
We did.
experience that.
Yeah, that's
A blur.
Blur.
As it should be in
Yeah.
Barcelona.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, what kind of started your adventure into wine then? What sparked this specific business?
So I studied wine and viticulture at Cal Poly, so I got my bachelor's of science there, and worked in the wine industry for several years leading up to when I moved back to Bakersfield, but had worked in a bit more of the event side of the wine industry, business side, and owning a brick and mortar of my own was always a dream. And then I think when we met, I feel like it was something we started talking about from date one.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably like our first date.
Our first
at a
date
bar.
was at a wine bar.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
that seems appropriate, yeah.
Yeah. Willie loves wine.
I love wine. I mean, I don't know anything about it, but
Okay.
I mean, it's been
You
fun
like
for
me
me
then.
because I've spent the last year learning from her and watching her educate people and teach people so much about wine, which I think has been so fun to see. I mean, I've loved wine. I celebrated my 21st birthday at a winery, so
Me too.
it's part of my blood.
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure it's still in my blood right now. If not, I'll fix that very soon. But I mean, I love wine, but really the creative genius or the person who really knows what's happening is Mom. I mean, she kind of makes
Very nice.
everything move,
Yeah.
which I think is great.
That is great. And what a beautiful thing for your relationship too, to see your partner like flourish in her passion. Like to see that spark every day.
Oh, it's been so fun.
Oh.
We get to spend so much time together.
So much time.
So good.
So fun.
I think that kind of goes into my next question actually. I was like, it's so exciting to own your own business and your first anniversary is coming up, but what has been like some of the struggles and like rewards of owning a business? Like what did you not expect from starting this?
Oh, I think for me, we talk about this often, and there's a lot of times where, you know, Things are tough, and Willie and I see a lot of each other, and we might not be on the same chapter, even the same book.
Same planet.
But yeah, but I do feel like we get along so well, and we do really well together, and we both love this part of our life. We have a lot of other amazing aspects to our life as well, but like that was really fun when we first opened, to just watch Willie and just stand back and see him in a different light. But I mean, I've known him for almost 4 years. We got married last year, and it's just another layer, I think, of our relationship that we have now, owning a business together.
Yeah.
And then also just the community of Bakersfield has been honestly so great. We have so many great customers that I've gotten to know, we've gotten to know. We did an event at the Bakersfield Museum of Art.
Okay.
Probably about 4 months ago now.
Okay.
And we were the first booth serving some bubbly that we carried here, and just getting to see everyone that was walking through and following the event, really like assessing. Most of those people were all people that I've met through Campo. Like a good 80% were all people that I've gotten to know through Campo, and that's just, it's been really fun and rewarding in that way. And people are excited for us and supportive, and we really have such a great genuine community in Bakersfield.
I think Bakersfield's so ready for like a spark of new, like and local business owned new, not just like, because there's so many chain restaurants and stuff like that the heart of Bakersfield truly is in its local businesses, and we want to support and love those local businesses. I think, and you want to like, I want you guys around forever so I can keep coming, you know what I mean? Champion the local businesses.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
And it's fun to be part of downtown.
Yes.
I mean, I don't think we would have ever, I can't imagine we would have opened Campo anywhere else in town. This is where we wanted to be. I mean, it's 3 blocks from our house, so I mean,
that's so nice.
It's very nice.
But there's so much exciting stuff happening downtown. There's so much more coming.
Yeah.
I think there's some real synergy around creative people creating new things down here. So it's kind of it's the perfect place for us to be, since I think Campo is such a creative new space, like you said. So that part's been a lot of fun. I'd also say I've been pretty pleasantly surprised at how, so because the community has been so embracing and so supportive, it's been really successful. I think we, from the very beginning, maybe had lower expectations, and maybe that was the right thing to have with opening a business, but we did. And I think from my vantage point, it's exceeded our expectations. Certainly worn us out more, but I think in a good way, because it's been so successful. I think that's been a lot of fun. Because I think coming up on a year mark is a milestone a lot of other new businesses don't necessarily get to celebrate, especially in the service industry. So I think we're in a good place.
Yeah, very fortunate. I think also opening somewhat during COVID and having that under our belt too, I feel very
Thank
fortunate.
God our contractor took longer than he said he would.
Yeah, it was all meant to be.
It was all meant to be.
That actually is a blessing then, because then it probably started opening when you guys were able to open, rather than when things were shut down. And that would have been a nightmare. COVID also slowed everything down for everyone, even like in my industry.
Oh, yeah.
When we moved into our house, we tried to find someone to scrape off the popcorn. It is still in my house because no one was available.
I can scrape up popcorn.
Oh, we should hire you to come over to my house and scrape the popcorn then.
Jack of all trades. You could do it.
That's so good.
So what do you see coming up to this first year? Do you see for the next year with your business?
I see continued growth. I see growth in events.
Okay.
Um,
Then can people kind of rent out the space and have like events here, or do you go to people's homes with events?
Both. We've done both actually. Yes. So people can rent out the space really any day of the week. But we are closed on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
So those are some days. Also, Sundays are great days to rent out the space for events. We recently had a baby shower.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah, we've had a bridal shower.
Lots of
several
Christmas
other-
parties.
I was gonna say this is a
Events.
perfect Christmas party
Yeah.
space.
Fun Christmas parties.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially because your location.
right.
The location's been great, and then another fun thing I think has been featuring our wines at different events around town.
Okay.
So, no offense to places like Seven Oaks or elsewhere, where folks might be hosting a dinner for 250, 300
Yeah.
people. They've reached out to us because they've had a particular type of wine or an area of wine that they wanted to focus in, and it wasn't necessarily available. We've been able to cater, to those large events as well. I think that's been a lot of fun, getting
Yeah.
Campo's name out that way.
Yeah.
Molly did a tasting, I guess it was in Campo, at Bakersfield College for a big dinner they had. I thought that was really fun. She got to get on stage and talk about stuff too, which
That is
I'm
cool.
pretty sure was nerve-wracking.
No, not at all.
You're like, yes.
Yeah, but I see us doing a lot more of that because
Okay.
I see, wine doesn't just have to be on the table as in the background.
Yeah.
I think a lot of folks realize that you can really cater events, bring people together around it, and I think Campo's in a unique position to fill that void for a lot of people. So I see a lot more of those types of events happening too, which I think is fun. See a lot more stage work for Molly in the future.
It's been fun, the pairing, food and wine pairing aspect. We have another event coming up with that whole schoolyard
Okay.
for Toast and Taste, which they have several booths that I paired the wine with,
Okay.
depending on the food that was being served at the booth. And then, like you said, the BC event, food and wine together, are just
Symbiotic.
yes, and meant to be, and can really elevate dishes. And I think people have been realizing maybe that more and more in Bakersfield and want that more and more. So that's been really fun. I love that aspect. And then we do, so even right now we serve every week a blind wine is what we call it. So it's a bagged wine, literally in a brown bag, and it's a great way to just assess what's in your glass.
Yeah.
It also changes weekly, and no matter what your wine knowledge is, it's just a great way to train your brain, depending on specific notes that you're getting, and try to guess the varietal, or just draw pictures on your tasting sheets. That's what we tell people too. It's fine. Enjoy your glass first. Again, it's not pretentious at all. And I really would love to take that to the next level as far as hosting maybe once a month a tasting group.
Okay.
So for my own knowledge as well, it's helpful for me to continue to taste, and I would love to gather some people around that. So that's another event that will be coming up
Oh,
as
that's
well.
awesome.
Yeah.
It sounds like you guys are really becoming like local ambassadors too for wine a little bit, like placing yourself in these big events, like championing unique, like delicious wines that people might not have heard of before or stuff like that, and that's really awesome. And if you don't know, they do have a wine membership you should be part of.
We do. Yes. We have a great wine club.
Yeah.
Molly's club is the best,
Something.
but
There's a
Do you
Willie
guys
and
each
there's a
pick
Willie's
your
club.
own, or do you do it all?
no, Willie really picks his
I
own.
pick mine. I write
Where?
my tasting notes.
Yeah, he does. Yep.
I've
Yes.
only picked one bad wine that I decided not to give to people.
Yeah,
So
you took it out.
we did take it out. It's still sitting in the back. I don't know what the hell to do with it, but we'll figure something out.
That's so
Yeah.
fun. And like with you being part of the community and growing into that, I always ask everyone, how would you like to see Bakersfield grow in the next 5 years? What do you wish for our beloved city?
I mean, I wish for more growth downtown.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think a city is only ever as strong as its kind of core is, and there's so much potential down here for growth that I'd love to see, more people living here. I'd love to see more people opening new businesses.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Fridays and Saturdays or Wednesdays and Thursdays being, bustling nights downtown.
Yeah.
I think that's so fun. I think that's what I love about bigger cities. I think Bakersfield's in a unique position to really go in that direction. I think downtown's such a great place to focus a lot of our energy. So next 5 years, I think, will be fun watching what happens out here and watching what all the new growth. I think there's a lot of it.
Yeah, and you mentioned this earlier. Just there really are a lot of creative people that are unique to Bakersfield and unique to anywhere in the world. And I think capitalizing on that and hopeful that people will continue to invest in the community of Bakersfield.
Yeah. And I think it's so smart, Willie, how you said to like focus on a space, because with Bakersfield not being the largest city ever, but it is like a growing one. If you divide it everywhere, you might not get like the spirit of a place. And I do feel like Bakersfield, with the historic buildings and everything, there is like a charm and beauty to downtown and a walkability that you can't get anywhere else. So it does feel a bit more tangible to like integrate multiple like restaurants and communities and like events and all of that. And I agree, like that's what I want for the next 5 years, to feel like Bakersfield has like grown into this like culturally diverse and delicious place to live.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah,
I think that's the direction we're going in.
Yeah.
And who knows, maybe Campo's a part of that future and new creative things too. So
yeah,
we'll see
you can expand
what
that.
happens in the next 5 years.
Watch out.
I'm gonna lose more hair. I'm gonna get gray hair, more gray hair. Lose hair, and then the hair that's left will be gray. But it'll be fun.
You'll have the horseshoe going.
Yeah.
My eyes will
Your eyes will fall out.
continue to fall. Twitch. Yeah.
But it'll be fun.
But it'll be so
So fun.
It will be fun along the way.
As long as there's wine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. Totally.
Any joy isn't worth it if there isn't a little stress to kick it up a notch.
Definitely.
That's
Agree.
true.
Yeah. Well, this has been so pleasant. You guys are such like a beautiful personality, and I love it so much. So I only see this like business flourishing from years to come, just to attest as you guys as owners alone. So thank you for taking the time
Yeah,
and
thank
talking
you.
with me.
Thank you. We appreciate you
Yeah.
thinking of us.
Of course.
Yeah, thank you.
We'll see you soon.
Yes. I will be here to drink. You should be too.